game?
Wow, huge 3 points for us. We needed this really bad, I think. Guys put a great week of training in. I think we built off the last game, even though it was a really difficult end of the game last game. But I think we built on that, and the guys really felt like we played probably the best game we played last game, and then we built on that and played an even better match this one, even down 1-0. I think it was against the flow of play. So, yeah, then I think the guys just had a ball out there knocking it around and keeping possession and attacking in numbers. So, yeah, really pleased with the work rate that we showed. And I think that's really the MO, of our team is a big work rate on both sides of the ball and getting numbers into the attack and getting numbers behind the ball. So really pleased with the 3 points.
The way you guys controlled possession in the first half, when they went down to 10 men, did you just feel at halftime that if you continued playing the same way, it was going to pay off with the extra man?
I actually don't like playing up a man because a lot of times you just let up a little bit, but we just really made sure we made a big point of that at halftime, that we can't let up, that we just got to keep possession and keep going forward. And I think was it 1-1 at half, right? So, I mean, the game's by no means over, and they're a very quality team, and they can come down against the flow of play again and score goals. So, yeah, we just really talked to them about, being smart, pushing forward when you have to, but make sure we defend and keep possession. Really good game of possession tonight.
Having veteran players, USL veteran players like Kerr and Vincent, Earls, when you're in a situation like that, you're playing a young team that's got a lot of energy like they did tonight, we're still a 1-1 game. How valuable is it to have?
Yeah, it's key. It's key. And you look around the pitch, and we had, Stephen Okai and Vinny Dantas. These guys, have they're veterans as well. So we had a lot of veterans, Sterling Flunder, and so they don't get flustered, and that's I think that's a real attribute, a good thing to look around the field and go like, hey, we got 9 veterans out there. We'll handle this pretty well, I think. And they did. They did. I think there's I think we're just really starting to build our chemistry right now. So I think there's better things to come for this club. So I'm pretty excited about what's going to happen in the future.
How rewarding was it for Pasher to get the late goal against his old club?
Pasher. Hey, guys. Yeah, somebody asked me, do you have any control over him? I was like, no, not whatsoever. He just goes wherever he wants, whenever he wants. And up 4-1, and our left back is in the attacking box. But he brings a lot of energy to the team, I'll tell you that. And he does have a great engine, and he's got a great left foot. So he's improving every day.
Talk a little bit about the depth that the team has. You lose a few players that are injured, but you can still kind of play around with your lineup and be able to use guys that can come in and do a good job.
Yeah, we still have quite a few injuries. So now, with Matt Dahlman, we were so excited to get him back. He played a great, 25 minutes, and he goes down with a pretty severe injury, we think. But yeah, we have some depth, and it's good to be able to put, a guy off the bench like Pasher, and you don't lose anything, So yeah, we have pretty good depth, and I think the young kids that are going to give us more depth as they start to get into the game a little bit and start learning our system and how to play and everything, will be better and better off the bench.
Early in that game, when Toronto still had 11 men, they had a couple of opportunities off the counter-attack. How tough were they to stay in front of?
Yeah, they play a 2-front, but they send a lot of numbers forward, so they're pretty hard to defend against. I thought what we did, a little problem was we were bringing our center backs and running with a couple of their guys into the midfield, and once we straightened that out, I think they couldn't get behind us anymore. So I think the first 15, 20 minutes we were a little bit stretched out of shape, and then after that we were fine. Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
No chairs, no?
How Kevin, you and Rob really seemed to rediscover some of what you had in that opening game, especially. But what is it about you two out there that seem to find each other more often than not?
Yeah, it's a strange. We're kind of on the same page at the moment. You know, every time I get the ball, I'm looking for him, and vice versa. And you know, sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. And this season, it's going really well, and you know, hopefully it can continue.
Both of your goals came off of turnovers and a misclearance by them, and taking the ball up the defenders. But how important is that you guys that pressure's paying off and not only getting possession but creating chances when you force them to give the ball up in their own half?
Yeah, it's something we work on. I mean, week in, week out, you know. Manager wants us to be a high press team, make them make mistakes in the last third. You know, that's where we're going to score goals, so it makes sense to do it. It's good that we have the boys with a lot of energy that can do that. You know, it's tough to do for 90 minutes. So the likes of Kevo and Robbie and Greeny tonight was fantastic. I thought they put pressure on him, and yeah, I mean, like you said, he gave up the ball in the last third. I think it's going to happen for us.
Can you both of you share a little bit about adversity, not only tonight but also coming off of a tough high last Sunday, and then today, you know, you get down early, and then you know, just talk about that adversity and what's going through your mind and being able to keep your composure.
We know we're a good team. You know, obviously last week hurt. It did take a day to digest, but as of Tuesday, you know, we focused on tonight, and even at 1-0 down, I was still confident. Before the goal, we might have had one or two, and I just had a good feeling about the night. The team was looking real good, real sharp, and you know, it's just a great response. We responded well all season. You know, we went down at Rochester, we came back. Went down at St. Louis, we came back, and tonight was just the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't have much to add on that, to be fair. We have a lot of players with character in the team, you know, so when you have that, the game's never over. You know what I mean? Last week, yeah, it was a tough one to swallow, to be fair. Like Kevo said, we were over it by Tuesday, you know, we know we're a good team, and we had a great week in training, I thought, and obviously it showed tonight. So adversity is going to come every game, you know what I mean? Whether it's a throw-in against you, you can call that adversity. You know, you just got to get over it and brush it under the rug and get on with it as best you can.
Coach talked about sometimes it's difficult when you're playing a man up against the other team in a 1-1 game. I mean, what do you have to do out there just to, you know, make sure they aren't able to hit you on the counter attack again, which you know they're definitely going to try to do, playing down a man?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think, to be fair, it was just absolute stick to the game plan. Same thing we done in the first half, you know. I didn't think they had 10 men, 11 men, 9 men, they couldn't handle us, you know what I mean? Kevo and Robbo were getting in over the top all night. We made sure that was the game plan, you know. We says, I think it's a big thing in this league, you know, if lads are feeling like you got to play them. It's a big thing in football, you know what I mean? If they're playing well, keep on giving them the ball. Kevo showed tonight, I think he got about 7 assists. He showed tonight he done well, so, I mean, yeah, like I said, we didn't change anything. Just pressure in their third and make sure you win your second balls and win your tackles.
Yeah, just patience. You know, we knew chances would come. You know, the boys at the back actually did really well. You know, they didn't give them a sniff all night, especially after 10 men. And yeah, we knew it'd come. We just kept banging on the door, and you know, fortunately Bobby scored the second, and that, you know, broke their back. And from then on, it was a goal fest.
Danny, where does that goal you scored rank with ones you've got?
Not even close to the top, I don't think. Nah, it's right up there. Best I've ever scored. Closed my eyes and swung it, so best I've ever scored, definitely.
Kevin, can you walk us through getting that ball, and drawing the foul?
Yeah, I didn't even see him behind me, so I thought I was in. I was just about to. It was an unbelievable ball from Greeny, who, like Danny said, was unbelievable all night. You know, didn't really get it at a stat, but could have had a few. Did really well in there, moving from defence to offence. But I just took a throw. He didn't even know it was behind me, and before I knew it, he wiped me out, and it's obviously a red card.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.